Welcome back to another episode of the Crypto Serpent. I'm going to kick off a big episode where we talk about the prices, what is happening, the action, and of course, as always, we bring you some news. So, kicking off, Singapore and French central banks test cross-border CBDC exchanges. Now, we know that Singapore and the French government are leading the way in this particular segment. And now the Monetary Authority of Singapore and the Banque de France are hailing the results of cross-border digital currency simulation that could upend the current correspondent banking model, enabling banks to conduct overseas transactions across a single shared ledger. Keyword, a single shared ledger. Wonder which one that is. Now, the experiment supported by the JP Morgan simulated cross-border transactions involved multiple CBDCs on a common network between Singapore and France. Now, what's really fascinating here is that this simulation going well is fantastic news across, for any bank that is looking to implement this. Now, the momentum that has been building and the benefits of CBDCs are so apparent that I think this is going to push a lot of banks to speed this up and get this up and running. There are already over 80 banks that are looking to implement this. In other news, FX Empire do a really good job at how they describe the day and what's been happening and some of the things that have been going on. And so I find this really useful, really interesting. The way that they describe it, they talk about the day, what has been happening, how it's all been, sort of working. And so really clever and simple language, the way that it's explained. But, obviously yesterday fell by, on Tuesday it fell by 1.76%. Then, on Wednesday it came back up. It went down a little bit more and now it's come back up a little bit. So over here we talk about, what's been happening, how, what can we expect for the day ahead. And then I like this particular section called, looking at the technical indicators, where they talk about, first support level, pivot level, and then first major resistance levels, 23.6% Fibonacci, 38% Fibonacci, and 62% Fibonacci levels, and what they look like. By the way, look into that, right? I mean, you should really get yourselves a little bit more of an understanding on how this stuff works and what are Fibonacci levels and why they're important. Get a good grasp of what this is. Now, what's interesting from this particular tweet is that XRP, top of Google recommended searches above Bitcoin and Ethereum. So how to buy XRP pops up number one. Now, I believe that is pure sheer volume of people that are writing how to buy XRP, and so that way it's gone up to the top. But you can also see, how to buy XRP on Robinhood, how to buy EFTs, how to buy XRP on Coinbase. It is an extremely popular Google search term, XRP. Very popular. Now, Ripple XRP joins cryptocurrency market in one more tumble. This particular news article from Finance Feeds talks about we are, we're tumbling down a little bit more again. The crypto crash in June saw Bitcoin hitting a monthly low of 28. And then it goes on to talk about, where we're going and what is happening and is there a crypto crash coming and what that would look like. And I think that's really interesting. Now, I don't have enough information on this particular topic yet, so I'm not going to elaborate too much about it. But there are growing rumors that Apple has bought a very large amount of Bitcoin. Now, if you wanted a catalyst for kickstarting the bull run again, that would be a golden ticket to a monstrous bull run beginning. With the rumor at the moment, and I say this very passionately, rumor, that's all it is right now, is that a $2.5 billion announcement is going to be made from Apple that they've bought into Bitcoin. Now, that will send the market into a frenzy. I say this, but it is a rumor. And you know what happens with rumors, right? You just need to be patient and wait it out, but we don't know anything for sure yet. Now, we all know that there has been talks about XRP being relisted on Coinbase and July 28th, and we've yet to know further about this, but I wanted to bring it up because obviously you guys are asking, is it real? Is it happening? Is it going on? For now, we don't know anything. So I wanted to just quickly touch base on that because, that is at the moment all we know. Now, XRP needs to hit the 57 cents. So based on this particular graph, what this gentleman is saying, based on this, we hit the 57 cents, hit that support, and then we go off again. We might go even a little bit deeper, and I'll go into that and what that could look like. Now, I like what TruthSeek33 has done on Twitter here, saying, in order to provide liquidity, XRP must be on Flare. XRP needs DeFi and DeFi needs XRP. XRP's main purpose is on-demand liquidity. Do you see now? It is, basically saying, it's, Flare and XRP will go hand in hand. Flare X enables users of the Flare network to swap currencies and earn passive income, providing liquidity to liquidity pools. Decentralized on-demand liquidity is made available to traders through a simple and easy to use interface. So that's why he made this tweet, and it actually, turned out to be quite popular, and a lot of people are, talking about it. But of course, we know that Flare is a key component to the entire XRP ecosystem, and that's why I bring it up. And so it is important, and it is a very, very important aspect that I believe that will be a driving force of having XRP hit heights that we've never seen before. And we'll never see $1 or $2 again from once that kicks off. So very, very, very interesting, from that aspect, and I personally can't wait for Flare to kick off in a very, very big way. Let's go into Atani. Let's see what some of the indicators are telling us today. Okay, so when I look inside Atani on the daily on the XRP, we're sitting at 61 cents at the time of making this, 2.81% up. Bitcoin has gone up 2.2% today, and Ethereum 4.52% up at the time of making this. So we didn't really go down that much, did we? We sort of have pretty much come back to where we were. I mean, we are down. Obviously, if you look at the daily, a couple of days ago we were sitting at 64. Now we're sitting at 61. So slowly dipping down, but certainly not the plummeting that we're all thinking, expecting, and some people maybe even hoping, so they can get into the market at a really, really good rate. But if we look at the MACD, it's sitting on bullish. If we look at the RSI, it's sitting towards the bottom. Now, when we look at the hourly chart, that's when it gets a little bit interesting. At the time of making this, the hourly has gone down. It has gone back into a bearish segment. So I wonder if that is now the beginning of the price going into the 50s. Now, and when we look over here on the 4 hour, it went bearish back into bullish, and now I think it will drop back into a bearish segment. On the 12 hour, it's sort of sitting flat, and then on the daily, we're looking at we're looking at a market that has not really moved that much, and we're waiting patiently for a very clear signal of going up or going down. Now, I did mention earlier in the video that there are big rumors about Apple having bought $2.5 billion worth of Bitcoin, and that will send all of these indicators out the window, and you'll see a straight arrow of massive momentum. I believe, don't quote me, but I believe when Tesla made their announcement, that day was like a 10 to 12% day. That's how much driving force that did. Now, with a company like Apple and putting that much, I think, we will see these really, really spiral out of control. But that's not for you to make a decision with, right? Because when is it going to happen? Is it ever even going to happen? And more importantly, you can't, base your decisions, on a rumor that may possibly never come true. So you need to decide for yourself, when is the right time for you to get in? Do you want to even get in? And make your own decision on that, right? And if you're somebody that wants to wait for the very, very best price and risk it, by all means. If you don't care, you've done enough research, I don't care what the price is, I'm going to be a long-term holder, then I respect you too. Let's have a look at some drawings. So in order to kickstart the momentum that will drive us towards new heights, we do need to get out, obviously, get out of the 60s, and consolidate in this particular formation, and this is where we are at the moment, and then continue to go up and up and up and up. So we got to hit 66, 67 and above and all them. So we got work to do still, right? If we are indeed going up. Now, yesterday I did mention that there is the likelihood and the possibility of a 41 cents. That is still very much true, very much possible, because again, we haven't had a clear break up or down. So be on the lookout for that. And when it comes to Bitcoin at the moment, right? I mean, Bitcoin is in the similar position, you know. Does it go down and goes down to 30? And that 30 has proven to be an extremely major support level. Or does it go to 37? And that is also a very strong support level that needs to be broken and gone above. And above that, 41.6 is the next one. That's why we've been sort of sitting in a limbo. Now, I think that this could possibly be the case. Like, you know, we could go up, go to 70, come back down to 56, go back up to 70, go down to maybe 52, and then we're off again. That I can get behind. I can see that happening. I can see us trending in this particular manner. And it's not financial advisor, I'm not a financial advisor, but I can see that happening. Now, what that would look like would be something like this. So we would, you know, swing and then come back. So if we are going to go to 41, then I think this would probably be the case. Maybe even touch 76, 75 in like a short-term thing. And then from there we go and swing back down to 41 and then up we go. So an entry above 55 and targets of, you know, 75, 90 and $1 if you like, you know, a short-term trader, if you do get in at 41 cents. Then the other aspect to look at it as well is that this particular support line that has been building and how strong it is. So that they are also possible scenarios when it comes to hitting this. Now, moving forward, as we look at the bigger picture, once we're out of this, you know, 350, 450, going into then, you know, building that momentum to go towards 10 is going to be really, really, really exciting. So I hope you enjoyed today's episode. And as always, if you love the videos, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. As always, thank you. And I look forward to see you on the next one.